Hey there, it's Kat, and this is Brews and Reviews. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a book haul, and it is of all the books that I received in December, either from my family or from amazing people who sent me things. I can't say this enough, I am so incredibly grateful to anybody who chooses to even think about me at Christmas. It really makes my day when I see these things. And the thing that I love the most is that every time I look at those books, then I think of the person who sent it to me, and I'm just like, it's so nice, and it just really gives me all the feels. So thank you so much to anybody who did send me anything. And we're just gonna get into it because there's quite a few books here. Okay, so I definitely just had to run upstairs because I realised that I left a book upstairs that I wanted to talk to you guys about. Anyway, now we're here and I can talk about the books that I received and about some that I accidentally bought myself. Kind of. So we'll talk about it when we get there. So let's start off talking about the book swap that I did with Stephanie from Stacks on Stacks on Stacks. If you want to watch the video of the books that I sent her, then head on over to her channel. I will leave a link to it in the description below so you can get there easily. But yeah, if you watched my Hemisphere Christmas Games vlog, the second vlog that I did for it, then you will have seen me opening up 2 of these because the post came literally as I was filming a video and it was a fun time. So first she sent me Well Met by Jen DeLuca. This is a Ren Fair enemies to lovers romance, and I just feel like it's gonna be a great contemporary time. I'm so excited to read it. I'm really in the mood to read books like this at the moment, and I just feel like the excitement is real. And then we have One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is another one that I am absolutely dying to read. I've kind of forgotten what the plot is about, but I know that it's sapphic and I know that it's written by Casey McQuiston, and I'm just really here for it and I really want to read it, so I'm very excited to have this. Steph also sent me The Prince and the Dressmaker by Jen Wang, and honestly I'm so excited to read this. This has been on my wish list for such a long time, and I was kind of contemplating just buying it for myself because I was like, I just really want to read it because it looks really cute, and I'm so glad that I finally have it. I'm really happy about it, and I'm having a good time. And I just feel like everybody that sent me books during December really picked on the things that they knew I'd want to read, and I'm super happy about it, so thank you very much. Although technically not a book, Steph did also send me a print, which is a Labyrinth print. I don't know if you can see because I've still got it in the packaging until I can get a frame for it. But it's basically just a bunch of Labyrinth quotes, and I fucking love it because I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get it on my shelves. I just love everything that is Labyrinth based. I have a Labyrinth mouse mat. I obviously have the Goblin King. I don't know if you can see him, but he usually stares over my shoulder. I have a lot of Labyrinth mugs. I just really love Labyrinth, so you know, this is just the best time. So next up we have 2 books that were sent to me by Faye for a mystery date with a book, and if you watched my bookish unboxing you'll know that we also sent bookish boxes to each other, and these are the books that were mentioned in there, so I won't go into too much detail because I'm already rambly enough. But the first book on this list was The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. This is an enemies to lovers contemporary romance. Again, like, I'm really into this right now, so it's just exactly what I want to read. She also sent me The Vicious Duology by V. Schwab. So this is vicious and vengeful, and I'm so excited. I have actually already read Vicious and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I'm really glad to have like this set together as well because I really like the editions, so I'm very happy. I was also sent The King's Men by Nora Sakovic. This is the 3rd book in the All for the Game series, and it's sent to me by Kaz from Cats and Camera, although we did have to have a little route around because the delivery note for this got lost and I got really confused. I was like, who sent this to me? I don't know, help me please. But yeah, Kaz told me it was her, and I am so happy with this book because this is the only one in the series that I didn't own, and I am really hankering to do a reread of this series, and I'm just so glad that I have all of them now that I can just pick up and read. The next book I was sent was from Kayla from Crack Into a Good Book, and it is Lore Olympus Volume 1, and I cannot express to you the way that my mouth fell open when I opened this box, because it's just Hades Persephone, and I have seen so many things about Lore Olympus and never like picked up the webtoon. I know you can read it online, but I don't really enjoy reading things online like that. I'd much prefer to wait until they come out in print, and now that this one is out, goddamn, look how beautiful it is. It's so beautiful, and I'm very excited to read it. Obviously, as you can tell, I'm very excited to read all of these, and yeah, such good choices by everybody who decided to send me something. I'm honestly so impressed. And I mean, I know they were on my wish list, but there's a lot of things on my wish list, and it's like you guys picked things out that were just exactly what I want to read right now. So I thank you all so much. It just really warms my heart, and I just thank you. So next up is a book that was sent to me by my work Secret Santa. We kind of did a Secret Santa between my team of 3, so it wasn't really a Secret Santa because we all knew who had sent us stuff, obviously, because, you know, you can work out based on who you have, who has you. But, you know, we all got each other stuff that we actually liked, which is nice, as opposed to doing like a wider Secret Santa where you end up with like some naff gift. So I was properly impressed with the book that I was sent, and that is The Christmas Murder Game by Alexandra Benedict. I had never heard of this book. It's kind of like a murder mystery Christmas game where somebody in the family has died and they do like a scavenger hunt with like anagram clues and things like that to try and see who's going to inherit this hotel. And murder as well happens, you know? It was good. I enjoyed it a lot. I would definitely recommend reading this around Christmas. It's kind of like a closed-in setting as well because it's really snowy, and it was just a fun time. So those were all the books that were sent to me, and I'm so incredibly grateful for them. And yeah, let's talk about the books that I accidentally now have for myself. So the first book I'm going to talk about here is Iron Widow by Jiren J. Zhao. And I had this book because I bought it for my friend, and then he bought it on Audible in December. Like, don't buy things in December because you will buy your Christmas presents, clearly. Anyway, that was hilarious because I knew it was going to happen because we went into a bookshop and he went, "Oh, you said that was really good. I should read that." And I was like, swiftly move on. And it turns out that he had bought it on Audible, and I only found out because he was like, "Oh, there's a really grim foot binding scene in this first hour of this book." And I was like, what? Fuck. So I had to buy him a different gift. But I was kind of like, well, it doesn't really matter because I really want to read this book anyway, so I'm not too upset that I have this book now, but it's a funny story at least. So then the book that I bought as a replacement for that book, right? I just had a mare with buying this bits of presents this year. So I bought The Sword of Kaigen by M.L. Wang, and it's damaged. It's damaged. And it came with like this like weird like sticky stuff, like glue on it, and it's kind of dried now, so like it's torn a bit here. It's got like a weird thing. I don't know if you can really see, but I couldn't give this as a gift. You know, I also wanted to read this, and I was like, I don't mind if it's a bit damaged. I buy used books and stuff. It's fine. I was a bit pissed that it came, you know, damaged, but I was also like, well, now I own it. So yeah, you know. So now we'll move on to the books that my parents bought me for Christmas, and I'm just a very happy bunny because obviously I love books. So the first book here is Girls of Storm and Shadow. This is the second book in the Girls of Paper and Fire trilogy, and I'm just really excited to have this because I'm gonna read the first book soon, and then obviously I'll have the second book to move on to. I love these covers, and I think this book is beautiful, and it's like really floppy, which I love. The only slight thing about it is it's slightly taller than my other copy by about that much, so that's a bit annoying, but also I love it. So then we have From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This book is a chunk. I didn't realize it was this thick. Anyway, I'm very excited to read it because it appeals to the smutty trash side of me, but also vampires. I heard it had vampires, and I didn't realize it did up until I heard someone say it, and I was like, wait, what? I really don't know anything about this book, but I'm just excited to read it, and I'm excited to have it because then I will actually definitely pick it up. And the last books that I'm going to show you guys are the Remnant Chronicles. Don't know if you can really see here anyway. The Kiss of Deception is the first book in the series, and probably the one you will have heard of, where it's got like two perspectives of two guys hunting this princess, and one of them's trying to kill her and one of them's trying to marry her, and you don't know which one's which until the end. So I find that kind of fascinating, and I know that Kayla from Crack Into a Good Book and I were talking about this one a while ago, and I was going to get them on ebook, but you can't really get them on ebook in the UK. I think you can only get them in like Portuguese, which is fine. But I don't read Portuguese, so it's not very helpful to me. So now I have them physically and can actually read them. Now my parents did also get me some special edition books, which are all wrapped up at the moment, so I'm not going to get them out. But the first book that they got me was Aurora's End, and it was a signed first edition. And now I have a complete set of that trilogy, and I'm so happy about it because it's just really cool and they look amazing. They also got me a complete trilogy, which is signed, and I think they were first editions as well. And it's the Red Sister, Grey Sister, Iron Sister by Mark Lawrence. I haven't actually read them yet, but I am super excited to, and yeah, I'm just very excited. But they're all staying all wrapped up because I don't want to get them out because they've got to stay all, you know, nice and protected and in a safe place. I actually am getting like a display case for my special editions, so if you guys want to see that when I actually have that, they'll actually be in a separate place. But if you guys want me to go through all of my special editions, then I will, and you know, that could be a fun video if you guys want to see it. But if you don't, like, then you know, also cool. I might just film it anyway. So yeah, those are all the books that I have hauled during December, and I'm immensely grateful to anybody who thought to send me something. And yeah, if you got any books during December, let me know what your favourite of them is, or the one that you are most anticipating reading. And if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!